you've got mail. So today we've got a smallest box in the post. I have no idea what it is. I'm pretty sure it is the pair of in-ears which I have ordered. So we're doing an unboxing and small review of these because these are one of my favourite in-ears for the price. They are absolutely fantastic in terms of comfort, sound and everything else. So we'll get on with it and open it now. So just as a precursor, this isn't a sponsored video. I have not been paid by RevoNext or the distributor where I bought it from. We shall remove this from its packaging, and we have the RevoNext QT2s in black. There is also a white pair in grey, but I prefer the black model. Straight off the bat, super nice packaging. It's really simple. I do want to point out this is the second pair I bought. I actually have a pair already which I use on my phone with a Bluetooth adapter, but I've bought this pair to use with my desktop because sometimes, you know, you want to just like a pair of in-ears to throw in rather than wear a pair of over-ear headphones. So I have bought these here in-ear monitors. The RevoNext QT2s, they are I believe it's a 2 dynamic driver, 1 balanced armature design per earphone, that is, obviously. And while the newer pair of QT3s is technically better with, I believe, either another dynamic driver or another balanced armature, so technically it's better, reviews are saying that they sound a lot harsher in the high end, so that's why I've opted to go for the QT2s again. So here in the front we've got a picture of the RevoNext QT2s triple driver in-ear headphones, and then it lists all the specs about their design here. Colour, matte black. As I said, you can also get these in grey, but I prefer the matte black one. We've got a QC pass. I've got the edition with the mic on the inline controls. You can get one without, which is slightly cheaper. And then on the back you have the specifications. Designed in Sweden, made in China. That's new. I was not aware that these were designed in Sweden. There we go. We get RevoNext QT2s. We've got the model number. They're in-ear. They're about 25 grams plus or minus 5 per earpiece. I suppose that comes down to the cable and what ear tip you're using. Cable length 1.25 meters. Plug type your standard 3.5mm auxiliary jack. A 0.78mm pin. That's a 2-pin connector on these, and they've got a frequency response of 7 to 40,000 hertz. And 15 ohms of impedance with 105 decibels of sensitivity. I believe that's plus minus 3, so it might be slightly low, but honestly you're unlikely to notice that. But there we go, there's the box. It's plain on the bottom, plain on the top, plain on the sides, apart from a small little RevoNext logo, and then that one there. But yeah, we shall slide them out and get to what everyone is here for. There we are. Slide out the in-ears. We'll throw this off to the side, and we've got some more paperwork. I've got some paperwork with the RevoNext logo and some writing, which I do not know what language that is, but I definitely can't read it. Oh, it's the manual, and it comes in multiple languages. Now, you know what? We'll open it just because we can. Oh yeah, that's a lot. It's fine, we don't need to know how to plug in a pair of headphones. I'm sure I can manage. Alright, so here we have the main deal. We have got the 2 earpieces themselves and the spare ear tips. So, we shall pull on this nice little lift up thing here, and this will take out the foam insert with the headphones in them, and we'll set those off to the side. Here in the box we've also got another little small bit here, which should be for the cable, so we can move that off to the side. So I'll just open this bit first, just so we can get the boring bit out of the way, you know. Open up that, and we get a nice little RevoNext cable. So this is a RevoNext own designed cable. It comes with a little RevoNext little Velcro strap on there, so we can keep it all together. And this is your standard long 1.25 meter cable. We can see on the ends we have our 0.78mm 2-pin connectors for going into the left and right earbud. And we have our inline connector here, which comes with a little inline clicky play pause button there, and a microphone on the inline itself. The Y splitter for the cable, which splits off, is again the same material. This sort of is glossy plastic. It doesn't feel cheap, it does feel relatively high quality. And here on the other end we have our 4-pole RevoNext 3.5mm connector. This is obviously because we've got the microphone on this model. On the model without, I presume you would get a standard 3-pin connector. So now that's out of the way, no one cares about the cable, that's boring. what everyone really cares about is these. The inners themselves. So we can just get them out of the phone just by popping them out like that. Just place them down. And place the other one down there. And while I'm here, I may as well take out the additional included sizes of silicone, may I add, silicone ear tips, not foam, unfortunately. So we'll set this off to the side. We'll take a look at these. They come in they give you a spare pair, which is small. So for those with smaller ear canals, you have those. For those who have larger ear canals, we have these. For those with larger ear canals, we have the largest ear ones. These are the ones I'll be using because I can't seem to get a good seal with anything smaller than the largest pair here. And then here, on the ear tips themselves, we have the medium-sized pair of silicone ear tips. So we'll take a look at one of these. So this is, I believe, the right-hand one. Yep, this is the right one. And we've got some small inscription on there, which says RevoNext and QT2. This is not engraved. This is printed on, and I know this because I have had a pair for probably about 4 or 5 months now, and this does start to wear off. So it's not the most durable. It won't survive the test of time, but I'm sure if you took care of your in-ears, then this wouldn't rub off as quickly, but it does rub off. It's not inscribed actually into the metal. It is printed onto the paint. That being said, these are painted black because after a while they do wear away at the edges and you do start to see the shiny metal underneath showing through. Again, not a problem. It's aluminium. It appears to be an aluminium construction. We've got what appears to be 3 torque screws. I can't tell, that's far too small for me to see from there. There are some air vents at the back of the in-ears. They come in this sort of angular design, and it does look rather uncomfortable, especially with it being metal as well. But I can confirm these are some of the most comfortable in-ears for me personally. And I think this comes down to the fact that I have quite large ear canals, so they do rest in quite nicely. But for those with smaller ears, it may not be perfect, but I'm sure it would make it fit, because these aren't as big as they look. When you compare it to the size of someone's hand, they are rather small. It's just their angular design, which does give it a sort of a rather menacing look, I must admit. Up at the top, we've got our 2-pin connector, which obviously you'll plug your 2-pin cable into, and then they will work. The overall construction of these is absolutely fantastic. For what I paid for these, which I believe was £28, which it comes out to around $36-ish on sale, is an absolutely fantastic deal. These are incredibly well designed in-ears. The use of metal rather than plastic is so nice even at this price point. It genuinely does make a difference to the feel and fit and finish of a pair of in-ears like this. I have nothing but praise for the build quality of the RevoNext QT2s. I've had no problems with my previous pair. I'm only getting this pair because I want another pair of them, because that's how good they are. If we take the tips off of the end, we can see that we have a rather large nozzle at the end. I believe this is a 6mm, although I may be corrected and saying this is actually an 8. Oh, I had an annotation down there which will tell you if I'm right or wrong. I'm probably wrong. These fit on as fine. These are actually smaller, so it is rather difficult to get these back on, I must admit. It does take quite a bit of force to push these over the nozzle. There we go. There we are. Push them onto the nozzle like that. But yeah, once they're on, nice tight fit, they're not going to come off. I have had a pair of Xiaomi hybrids in the past, which, when you take these out of your ear, the ear tips would remain in my ear, but this would come out, which is rather annoying, which is nice. So yeah, that's the unboxing and overview of the product itself, and now I'm sure everyone's wondering, how do these sound? Right, the RevoNext QT2s, for the price I paid, £28, sound absolutely fantastic. I have zero complaints with them. Even if I could pay, if I had paid £50, if not £60 for these, I would still be absolutely blown away. Their price to performance is fantastic. When you consider the build quality of the headphones themselves, the build quality of the cable, the subjective quality of the silicone included ear tips, I would say these are, if not the best choice for in-ears under $40, I would even go to say, for the price in terms of build quality, sound, and overall experience, especially even just with... The lows have a lot of punch in the sub bass. It is really, really nice. It's not overwhelming, it's not just everywhere. It's really nice and tight and controlled. The sub bass on these is fantastic. The bass itself, it's, you know, a little bit less impressive than the bass, but it's still really, really good. And I prefer it, honestly, over my over-ear headphones, vastly. The mids have pretty good clarity. I mean, I find with cheaper in-ears, the mids always seems to be the place where they fall most short, and these aren't, you know, these aren't just like a magic exception. The mids, they're not as clear as the subs or just the regular bass. They're relatively clear. They're good. I'm not going to say they're fantastic or they blew me away. They're alright. They're passable. For £28, I would be happy with the mids on these up to 50, 60 pounds in a pair of in-ears. They are good. They get a recommendation from me there. The highs, the reason I do like these, the RevoNext QT2s, is because unlike their counterparts, these are not sibilant at all. There is no like harsh roll-off in the highs. I can listen to music with female vocals and high-pitched synths and all that, and crashes from like cymbals, and there is no sibilance. It doesn't become fatiguing to listen to at any point. The sibilance is... The highs are really, really nicely controlled. It's genuinely a really good experience to listen to these. Overall, altogether, the package, I would say it's definitely a V-shaped sound. It's not designed for audio monitoring. It's not got the flattest audio frequency response. It is slightly upped, but not in a bad way. It's enjoyable. I like to listen to these. I will listen to music for these for hours. Honestly, you can, because of the comfort of these as well, as long as you put the right ear tip on, especially if you prefer foam, you can put foam on those as well, foam tips. They are extremely comfortable, they are extremely nice sounding, they're not fatiguing at all, the bass doesn't get like overwhelming at any point, the mids are nice, the highs, well controlled, they're not sibilant, genuinely a really good experience. It's clear across the board, and for £28, around $36, $35, these might be the best in-ears for the price. So I'll leave the links in the description. I will leave a place where you can buy these. I'll leave the audiobudget.com review where you can read Ivan's written review on these. Thank you all for watching. I will be back soon with another video. Leave a like and a comment if you'd like to see more sort of reviews like this. And if you would like to be alerted when I do make more videos like this, then please feel free to subscribe. But for now, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.